Hi everyone, good afternoon. Is the audio clear? Hi Spice Flag, Kush, Reshma, Divya. Hi Spice Flag, Kush, Reshma, Divya. Hi, we're gonna be doing a no bake mango cheesecake today, a vegetarian version. Can you all send a thumbs up if the audio is clear? Can we start? Alright. So, hi everyone, I'm Chef Roshni from the Dancing Spatula, and I would like to thank Amul for giving me this opportunity to go live with them today. And this is my first live video, so please bear with me. And we'll quickly go through the ingredients once, and then whatever questions you all have, we can take them up through the session or towards the end of the session. So we have 100 grams of digestive biscuits. I've crushed them in a packet with a rolling pin. You can also blitz it quickly in a mixer grinder. We have 50 grams of Amul unsalted butter, 5 grams of agar-agar powder. If you don't mind a non-vegetarian option, you can go for 5 grams of gelatin soaked in about 40 to 45 grams of water. We have 50 grams of water here for soaking this. We have half cup of powdered sugar, which is about 60 grams of powdered sugar. We have 120 grams of mango pulp. The mango pulp, you can just cut the mango into smaller pieces and grind it in a mixie, or you can use a ready tinned Alfonso pulp you get from companies like Del Monte or something. Then we have about 2 tablespoons of cream cheese, which is roughly around 50 grams. And we have half cup of hung curd, that's about 120 grams. So you take regular curd, put it in a muslin cloth and hang it over a strainer for about half an hour, so you will get this thick texture over here. And we have about 150 to 200 grams of whipping cream. We generally want to whip a little extra and then weigh 100 grams for the recipe, and depending on how you want to decorate your piping cheesecake, you can use the rest of the cream. We also have a piping bag with a star tip nozzle. You can use any nozzle you like, whatever design you want to make. We'll need a loose bottom tin, or a spring foam tin works also very well. You will need a spatula, a hand blender, a hand beater like this. The cheese spread is also by Amul. This one is not very salty. I would not prefer you using Britannia. I've used Britannia in the past and I find that very salty. So I'm going to start with the recipe now, and we can take up the questions in some time. You first take your crushed biscuits. We add in the melted butter. You mix this nicely and it becomes like a nice thick layer for the base of your cheesecake. And in case somebody likes it a little, you want a little more salty taste, you can always opt for the salted butter. And if you like the taste of the biscuits more than the cheesecake, you can also make a thicker layer with it. So this is quite thick now. It's become a little lumpy. I'm going to set it on the base of the tin. Here I'm using a 6-inch spring foam pan, so depending on the size of your tin, you can always increase the quantity of the recipe. So with your spatula or with your spoon, just keep pressing this down so that it forms up a little. And we're going to chill this for the next 5 to 10 minutes in the freezer till we make our cheesecake mixture. You can also use an offset palette knife, a smaller size, to even it out in case you feel it's a little uneven on the side. So you just press it down equally. Okay, so this is done. So we're going to chill it now for about 10 minutes in the freezer. So here we have our whipped cream. You get various brands of whipped cream. I'm using Amul here. So you get a white and red color packet which whips amazingly well. And here I've taken 200 grams for now to whip it up. We're going to use 100 grams in the mixture and then save the rest for the piping to decorate the cheesecake later. Make sure your cream is very cold, otherwise it's not going to whip up as well. And here we have soft peaks for now. You want to you want to whip it up to medium to stiff peak. So we're going to whip it a little more now. So this is the texture that we're looking for. It's like a medium stiff peak. Once you lift your bowl, it's not going to fall off or spread. So you know it's done. In case you over whip your cream and you see like a slight split texture, you can always add a little more liquid cream to this and whip it up again. Okay, we're going to keep this aside for about 2 minutes till we mix the other ingredients. Don't worry about washing your beater. You just have to mix everything together anyway, so you can use the same thing. Now in another fresh bowl, we'll do the other. In another bowl, you take your hung curd. I'm slightly going to soften it with the beater. If it's too hard, you can do that. Otherwise, you can add the other ingredients and move forward. Okay, now this has become a little smooth. I'm going to add in my powdered sugar. This is just castor sugar. You can blitz it in a mixie and make it like that, or you can even buy ready powdered sugar. And we have our 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. Make sure you don't leave anything in the bowl. If you weighed everything correctly, you should always scrape it off. Now you can just blend everything together again. So it will become a smooth mixture like this after you mix your sugar, cream cheese and the hung curd. So generally I use the Amul box of dahi that you get. Since that was not available, I have used the packet dahi of Amul. The hung curd is definitely homemade. You just put about, for half cup, you take about 1 cup of dahi and put it in a muslin cloth and just rest it over a strainer and a container like this so that the water seeps in over here and does not dirty your kitchen. Next, we're going to add the mango pulp in this.
Somebody wants ready to eat, please parcel.
The best mangoes to use for the recipe are Alfonso, of course, because they give you a very nice sweet taste and a good color as well. So you don't have to add any artificial gel or any other kind of food coloring. But since for us Alfonso is not really available because of the lockdown, we managed to get some Kesari variety, which also gives you a very nice color and a sweet taste. So So after a quick mix, it's a similar smooth texture with the mango puree. We're going to keep this aside now. In a saucepan, you take your agar agar powder. You add the water to it. Give it a slight mix, and we're going to give it one small quick boil. We don't have to overboil it. Just as soon as it starts to bubble on the side, you can take it off. I can take up some questions till then, maybe. Okay, we'll quickly go through the recipe once more. It's half cup of powdered sugar, half cup of hung curd. That's the ready hung curd, should be half cup. You take 1 cup of dahi for that. You put it in a muslin cloth and leave it over a strainer. You take half cup of mango puree, 5 grams of agar agar powder, 50 grams of water. You take 100 grams of whipping cream for the mixture, and maybe 50 to 100 grams extra for decoration depending on what design you want to make. 100 grams of digestive biscuits and 50 grams of unsalted butter for the cheesecake base. That's the recipe. I'm using Britannia digestive biscuits. You can use even Marie biscuits. If you're doing a chocolate base, you can even maybe put Oreo. Depends on whatever flavor of biscuits you like. What if spring foam tin is not available? If you want to eat it at home and not give it to anybody, you can even make it in a dish like this or small bowls. You can set your base here and pour this mixture on top of this and set it. It's perfectly fine. Hi, hello to everyone who's joined in. Thank you for coming. This is Amul whipping cream that I've used here. It's the red packet cream that you will get. Okay, so the agar agar is, so it looks a little like this after you boil it. It's a little brownish mixture. So you're going to just like mix it for a minute so that it cools down. You're not supposed to use it very hot. So I'm going to weigh 100 grams of whipping cream into this mixture to fold it in. So you take another spatula and you have to fold the cream inside. You think of a clock and go from 12 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So that's how you cut it 12 o'clock and turn your spatula towards 7 o'clock and keep rotating the bowl so that it mixes evenly. In case you see any lumps in this that your cream is making, you can always give it a quick whisk, or you can do the same folding method with a hand whisk. That tends to remove all the lumps. So I'm going to gather everything and give it one quick blend, and then we're going to add the agar agar into this. Okay, so now we take a little of the mixture and we put it in the agar agar because the temperature is different. You should not directly add this to the mixture. So you put in a little mixture in this. You mix all that up. And then you pour it back to the entire mixture. Get the base. We're going to give this one quick whisk again to mix the whole thing evenly. So this has been in the freezer for about 10 minutes now, and we're going to pour our cheesecake mix over this. Make sure you don't fill it right up to the brim. You can leave like about half a centimeter to 1 centimeter space. So this is the kind of texture that you have, like it'll leave a blob, and it's going to be uneven once you pour it. So you can again take the offset palette knife and just even it out so that you get a nice even top and you can decorate easily. Also, in case your mangoes are a little tart and you want it more sweet according to your palate, you can always add a couple more tablespoons of sugar. That totally depends on you. So that's our cheesecake ready, and it's going to go in the freezer. And since the session is a little smaller, we were bound with time. We have one ready for you, and I'm just going to show you the decoration. For decoration, you can use mango slices, mango cubes, or mango pulp. Totally depends on what you like and what you want to have. You can do that. I'm going to take a few questions again. Cream cheese is Amul Shivani. It's a cheese spread from Amul. It works. It has a nice smooth texture, so it goes really well. Okay, so here we have our ready cheesecake. You can set it in a nice tray or a plate. So we're going to quickly pipe a little border so that we get enough space in the center to do our mango decoration. And so here's my leftover whipping cream from earlier. I'm just going to take a little in a piping bag. So I'm going to pipe a really simple star border. You just give a little pressure, stop the pressure and release on top. I hope you can see. So we're just going to go around with that and complete the whole thing. So here we have our border ready. Now we have a lot of space in between. You can either spread a little mango pulp at the bottom and then put your chunks. You can cut slices and make a mango rose. Here I have mango cubes about an inch. You can cut that size or smaller or bigger if you like, depending on the size of your cheesecake. I'm going to place a few in the center now. Since it's mango season, we've done this. You can always make a puree with strawberries and make a strawberry cheesecake as well. You can buy passion fruit puree and make it with that. So I loved it heaped with mangoes so that you can get as much as you can. And we're just gonna sprinkle some silver sugar balls on top just to make it a little prettier. And our cheesecake is done. I will show you a top view of this. Here it is. We have a nice star border and a nice heap of mangoes. So I'll take up a few questions again and then we can probably end the session in some time. If you'll have any other doubts, any queries, you can always DM us or message us on Facebook or Instagram. The links are given in the description. Yukti single cream cheese. Here I've used Amul cheese spread. You can use another cream cheese if you like. You can even use about 2 tablespoons of condensed milk, which is thick. It will give you that kind of texture. Yes, you can use any other biscuits you like, depending on your taste palette. Like I said, if you like a little, you can use atta biscuits, you can use any other cookies you like. But I would suggest don't go for something savory like a jeera biscuit. That's going to spoil the taste. Go for something sweeter, but you can use any other biscuit you like. If agar agar is not available, you always have gelatin. You can go for gelatin. Gelatin is also the same quantity. You use 5 grams for this recipe. In case you increase the quantity, you increase the whole recipe by that proportion. I can post a written recipe of it on my page or on the Amul page as well. I can send it here. Yes, you can use gelatin. Agar agar is a vegetarian setting agent derived from plants. Because a lot of people don't consume gelatin since it's non-vegetarian. Yeah. I will add the written recipe. I'll repeat the recipe once more since a lot of people are asking for it. Sunita, you can't keep this in room temperature. You have to keep it in the fridge because the effect of the gelatin and the agar agar starts wearing out after some time. You might see a little slight melt in it. So it's better that you keep it refrigerated. Okay, so I'm gonna... No, I have not coated the mangoes over here with anything. This is just freshly cut mango. In case you want to keep it longer, you can always you get a cake gel, a pastry gel. You can always use that to coat your fruits if you want to keep it a little longer. So you keep after you pour the cheesecake mix in the tin, you keep it in the freezer for about 2 hours, And if you want to, you can demold it after that, or you can keep it in the refrigerator for some time and then you can demold it. Okay, so I'm going to quickly repeat the recipe. We have 100 grams of digestive biscuits and 50 grams of Amul unsalted butter for the cheesecake base. You can use any biscuits. If you like a saltier taste, you can always use the regular salted butter, the yellow pack one. I've used the blue pack. Then in your other bowl, you put powdered sugar 60 grams or half cup. You put 2 tablespoons cream cheese or 50 grams. You put 120 grams or half cup of Hunker. So these three ingredients have the same cup measurement, but they're obviously different in weight since they have a different texture and density. Once you mix all this, you will add 110 grams or half cup of mango pulp. I'm sorry, cream cheese was 2 tablespoons, mango pulp, powdered sugar, and Hunkered is half cup. We have 5 grams or 1 tablespoon of agar-agar powder or gelatin powder, for which we use 45 to 50 grams of water to soak it. In case of gelatin, it becomes a thick lump. So you put it in the microwave for 10 seconds, it becomes a liquid again. And for agar-agar, you heat this mixture on the gas for till it slightly simmers. You take it off the gas, quickly mix it. It again becomes liquid. You take this mixture, put it in the gelatin or the agar-agar, mix it a little, put it back to your main mixture, and then your mixture is ready to pour on top of the I missed the whipped cream in between. So for the main recipe, we have 100 grams of whipped cream and about 50 grams for decoration. So you mix in the cream, you mix in your agar-agar or gelatin, and you pour it over the cheese base and freeze it for 2 hours. Yes, pineapple can also be used, same quantities instead of the mango puree. And you can always adjust your sugar according to the sweetness or the sourness of the ingredients that you like. Thank you everyone for joining in. I will definitely post a written recipe. We have our Instagram links in the description. That's @the dancing spatula. And our Facebook link is also there. You can like our page on Facebook as well. And if you'll have any of the questions and queries, you can always DM us or message us on Facebook. Okay, I don't have a very nice written version of it, but you all can still take a screenshot. Here it is. Payal, is that all right? Agar-agar plays the role of setting all the liquid that we have in the liquid or solid, whatever. If you set properly, agar-agar plays that role. It's a vegetarian substitute for gelatin. Generally, in pastry, we use gelatin to set the ingredients. So, that's it. Yes, Manpreet, you have to put it in the freezer for at least 2 hours before you demold it. After freezing it for 2 hours, you can always shift it to the refrigerator. Alright, thank you so much everyone for joining in.